beach to pick. Good morning, everybody. 6:30 a.m. on this Monday, September 1st, Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you. Michael Gargiulo, Darlene and Adele have the morning off, but Emily West is here tracking our commuter alerts. We should say the return back to home alert. And so before Maria LaRosa here with the today's forecast. I think this Labor Day, it's always like so beautiful. So we were thinking, now we really got to go back to school.
I know. It's kind of like, the unofficial.
I'm not going back to school, though.
No. You school everybody else.
That's it.
That's it. But it's looking good. Either way, if it's traveling or staying put. And we have that beautiful view of Point Pleasant Beach, that sun coming up. Just a few clouds out there. So I'm going to start there. Nothing on the radar, just a few clouds on the satellite. From Freehold at 50 degrees, Toms River 53, 65 right now at Central Park, 51 in Poughkeepsie. We've dipped into the 40s from Sussex and Monticello. So we stay dry. A little bit of a breeze picks up later on this afternoon, and it's an east wind, so it's going to enhance the strength of some of the rip currents, especially for the Jersey Shore. So we do have that moderate risk. Just a heads up. Always stay safe and make sure you're swimming near guarded beaches. Just have to take another look. It's so peaceful out there. And so we've got a good forecast. By 1 o'clock, 77 degrees up to 78. If it's travel afternoon weather you're looking for, looks good. 75 through 4 p.m., dry and clear through 7 p.m. and looks nice, dipping into the 60s by 10 o'clock. All right, 6:31 on the nose. Emily, what's going on?
Well, we've got this closure on the New York State Thruway, so if you're trying to head out, get back home, this is definitely going to delay you. Northbound, just past the Woodbury tolls here, you're going to be diverted off, exit 16, then back onto the on-ramp. The backup is to the Ramapo service area. Plus, we've got a disabled vehicle on the Bruckner Boulevard eastbound right near the Sheridan. Looking good, though. Taking the George Washington Bridge. No problems there. Michael, back to you.
All right, Emily, thanks so much. See, beautiful, Maria. You're looking at the year-to-date, like we're worrying about the rain now.
Yeah, you know, it's dry and it's great to be out and about in this type of weather, but we're starting to really feel it as far as the rain deficits for year-to-date across the area. I mean, look at Bridgeport, a foot below average when it comes to rainfall. Not much coming our way this week. We have to wait until late Thursday, Friday, and that may be it for a while after that. So we'll take a look at the rain chances, time it out in the 10-day.
All right, Maria, thanks so much. Still ahead, Powerball Mania.
Accidents on the Roadway, Southern State Parkway eastbound. This is right near Route 107. And coming up, I will update you on that crash on the New York State Thruway. But first, Cross Bronx Expressway. It is light and quiet. Michael, looks pretty good for this Labor Day travel.
All right, Emily, thanks so much. Remember, you can now watch Stay in New York at 7 a.m. because live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. Now, I want to check in with Maria. That will get you maybe one of the top apartments in some of the buildings behind you there, Maria.
It's a down payment.
It's a down payment.
Yeah, but I mean, the view, though, that's a building.
It's pretty nice.
View for sure, yeah. Earth Cam, always this time of day, we get this gorgeous view. You have One Vanderbilt and, of course, Central Park, and visibility is fantastic. Just have some high clouds out there. And let's check in on the observation at Central Park. 65 degrees. By the way, I think one, if not the only reporting site, official climate reporting site that's not in an airfield. It's at Belvedere Castle. 65 at Central Park. We've got sun and clouds through this morning at 74 degrees by noontime. Of course, we're rain-free today, comfortable, low humidity, and we kind of carbon copy that through the rest of the week. And then we get to late Thursday into Friday. That's our next chance for some showers and thunderstorms. But beyond that, not much beyond that. So we're starting to really, in some spots, feel that real need for some good rainfall. Just the latest drought monitor showing that moderate category, especially through the city and into northern New Jersey. We're not at critical levels across the area, but something that we'll have to watch the next week or two. I do want to take you back because sometimes we get tropical moisture to come up this way during the season. I take you back to September 1st, 2021, where we had Ida, the remnants of Ida come on through, up to 10 inches of rain in 6 hours for parts of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania. Devastating flooding and rainfall. We don't have any tropical feature to really watch in the short term for the pipeline for us. But in the Atlantic, we've got eyes on this tropical wave. Some development potential in the next week. And whenever this time of year in that part of the Atlantic, we're always watching. Statistical peak, though, we see September 10th. So we still technically have more than half the season to go. Today, though, lovely. 78 degrees, whether it's out and about and enjoying it or you have to travel, we're in good shape. 62 degrees overnight tonight. And then tomorrow, really nice, 79 degrees if it's back to school for your kids. A little cool at the bus stop, but warm for the afternoon. By Thursday, back to school for the city. Everyone's kind of back at it. Near 80 degrees, showers and storms move in. They're out, so it looks like a nice, dry, pleasant weekend for the first full weekend of September. All right, 6:47. Emily, what's the latest?
You know, Maria, it is a good time to get out and travel for Labor Day, just to hit the roads. But a few spots I want to tell you about to avoid. Southern State, right near 107, we got a crash. Another one on the LA eastbound. Approaching Shelter Rock Road. Again, it's very quiet. Plus, a disabled on the Bruckner at the Sheridan. Across Bronx looks great. And down to one lane now. Things have reopened here. New York State Thruway northbound right near the Woodbury tolls. George looks good. No problems with that. Lincoln does too. Gowanus and the LIE past the Grand Central. No trouble. Let's check out those gas prices. If you are hitting the roads, $3.18 per gallon in New York. New Jersey comes in at $3.06. Connecticut looking to pay about $3.13 per gallon, and alternate side parking and the meter rules, they are suspended today. Michael, back to you.
All right, Emily, thank you so much. It's 6:48. Thank you so much for streaming with us on this Labor Day. It is Monday, September 1st. I'm Michael Gargiulo. Darlene Rodriguez and Adele Caballero have the morning off, and Emily West is here looking at our roads and rails on this Labor Day Monday. Starting first, Maria LaRosa here with the nice forecast.
We continue the stretch. If anything, we have anything to complain about, so we've got some clouds overhead, but that's about it. It's made for a pretty sunrise, and as always, looking over the beautiful greenery and Lake Success as we head into and look into Nassau County. There are the clouds, not looking at anything as far as rainfall goes, and in fact, across the region, Midwest to the Mid-Atlantic, everything's offshore for now or far away, so still on a nice dry streak when it comes to being out about. That's a good thing. As far as any breeze, that may kick up just a little bit heading into the afternoon. Again, overall pretty pleasant. Plenty of sunshine, especially as we get into the afternoon, so we'll get rid of some of this cloudiness. By noontime, 74 degrees, on our way up to 78. If you've got evening plans, maybe that includes some travel. Here and across the region, it continues to be dry, mid-70s. Fair skies overnight, and temperatures start to dip into the low 60s in the city, but once again, some 40s and 50s in outlying areas. We'll talk more about that coming up in a bit, but got to get you out the door. Not too much company out there so far this morning.
No, it is pretty light and quiet. Of course, it's a couple things. You want to avoid southern eastbound right near 107. There's a crash there. Doesn't really seem to be too much of a delay. LIE, earlier accident right near Searingtown Road just wrapped up. Trip through Queens looks great. New York State Thruway northbound right near the Woodbury tolls. We have an accident there, but again, the ride has reopened. Only a lane taken up. You get the American flag, beautiful, right over the George Washington Bridge. So you've got a very nice ride underneath it, or if you're taking the lower level, no problems either. Michael, back to you.
All right, Emily, thanks so much. Maria, and get a nice umbrella for that if it rains.
Yeah, oh yeah, that would be a nice investment. But note needed in the short term. In fact, a really nice morning. As Romney was talking about, Brooklyn and Queens in the mid-60s, mid-50s from the Bronx to Staten Island as we check some of the boroughs. The next 3 days, pretty much the same. Dry, upper 70s near 80 degrees. I am tracking that rain for that new umbrella this week coming up in the 10-day forecast.
All right, thanks very much, Maria. Still to come.
Little on the roadways on the New Jersey Turnpike, the truck lanes northbound right near the Garden State Parkway. Reports of an overturned vehicle coming up. I'll tell you about a new accident on the New York State Thruway, but first, a very good ride on the Gowanus. Looking great up toward the Brooklyn Bridge. You're watching Today in New York.
With the nice weather behind him and not too hot, Maria.
Not too hot, which has been the theme for the entire tournament. I feel like we really lucked out weather-wise for just about the entire stretch of it. And today is going to end nicely. We've got temperatures that are comfortable. Humidity is low. So we'll see about 77 degrees at 1 o'clock. 78 will be the high today, and a nice little breeze that kicks in, especially by the afternoon, with some sunshine increasing as we get into the afternoon. Now, later on this evening, 67 degrees through 10 o'clock. So with clear skies, we do start to cool down a bit. One thing, of course, we don't have to worry about today, the rainfall. And when you're talking about meteorological summer, we started June 1st, ended yesterday. We haven't been able to fill the bucket completely to average precipitation. So we are running that deficit about 5 inches. This is for Central Park, kind of a snapshot of what's going on across the area. So we don't need the umbrella today, tomorrow, Wednesday. By Thursday into Friday, we do have a front approaching. That's enough to give us a chance for some showers and storms. But you see beyond that, again, not much going on. It is pretty dry. Sometimes we can get tropical infusion to some of the rainfall, especially in September with some remnant systems. And I want to take you back to this day back in 2021 where we had Ida come through, the remnants of Ida, up to 10 inches of rain in just 6 hours in parts of New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Central Park, a month full of rainfall in about an hour or two. Thankfully, that devastating flooding, we don't have anything like that in the pipeline for us. What we do have in the Atlantic, just one zone to watch, this healthy little tropical wave rolling off the west coast of Africa over the next few days has a chance of further development. Next name on the list would be Gabrielle. Of course, we are nearing peak season, September 10th, so we still have about half the season left to go. So today, just perfect. 78 degrees, some clouds early, sunshine later. Sunset, by the way, 7:27. We're down to 62 degrees overnight tonight. As the kids get back to school, temperatures a little bit below average in the morning, but we stick with the upper 70s throughout the next week and a half. All right, let's get an update on delays out there, Emily.
Yeah, got a few delays, even though the roadways are pretty light and subways are running on a Sunday schedule today for Labor Day. Although delays on the F and the G, we've got changes on the commuter rails for the holiday. Hoboken Path, that's going to be closed until tomorrow morning, 5 a.m. Accident on the New York State Thruway northbound right near the Woodbury toll. Still a lane taken up. Couple lanes blocked here on the Thruway northbound. Approaching the Palisades, Cuomo looks great. Another accident just came in on the Deegan, right near Yankee Stadium. Plus overturned on the New Jersey Turnpike truck lanes northbound right near the Garden State Parkway. And traffic move along okay here at the Brooklyn Bridge. Michael, back to you.
Emily, thank you so much.
Really beautiful wrap up to summer. 65 degrees at Central Park. We're at 62 in Islip, 51 in Poughkeepsie. Dip to a cool 49 in Sussex. Again, you see some high clouds and that's about it. A little bit of a breeze kicks in for later on this afternoon, mainly out of the east-northeast. And as you can see from Toms River, Belmar, in that 20-plus range, that just enhances the rip current risk for today for the Jersey Shore. So just a heads up, be careful. Otherwise, Atlantic beaches from the city, Long Island, lower risk today for those strong currents. You'll want to get out and about and just enjoy. 77 degrees by 1 o'clock, 78 our high. Through the evening hours, if this is your travel time, can't ask for better. Dry roads, good visibility. 71 degrees through 7 p.m. and looks like we've got clear skies dipping into the 60s by 10 o'clock. All right, 6:01 right now on the nose. Emily, what's up?
Well, you know, heading into Labor Day, we've got a little trouble spot here in Bergen on 80 westbound, right near the Garden State. A vehicle fire reported, so that's going to slow things down. And we've got some ongoing road work causing some slowdowns here. New Brunswick Road both ways. That's right around Wells Road, so that's an ongoing project here at Lincoln Tunnel. Looks great. Coming around the Helix, no problems there. And heading to LaGuardia, shouldn't have any trouble getting there. Michael, back to you.
All right, Emily, thank you so much. Right now, Gervais, looking at our weather across the boroughs.
Yeah, a jacket required. Yeah, it's a little on the cool side, so we appreciate Romney out there. We have Brooklyn at 65, Staten Island 57 degrees, 65 degrees as we look at LaGuardia, and the Bronx now at 56. So looking ahead, nice and mild up to 80 degrees by the time we get to Wednesday. That may be the warmest of the next week and a half. So we'll talk temps in the 10-day coming up.
All right, thanks so much. Still ahead, dramatic video.
And there is a closure on the New York State Thruway in Rockland County. This is northbound right past the Woodbury tolls. Coming up, I'll update you on that vehicle fire on 80 just past the Parkway. But Michael, overall, it is a light and quiet ride on this Labor Day. A check right near JFK. This is the Bell Parkway. Looking good into Leverage Boulevard.
All right, Emily, thanks so much. Remember, you can watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. because live local news continues wherever you stream News 4.